The dangerous thing about drifting is it's invisible until you're far away from the shore. On this video, I am going to share my 5 signs that you are drifting. Doesn't feel dramatic why it's happening. In fact, that's what makes it the most dangerous thing. It's invisible. Yeah, you don't actually notice that you drift away from life until, like I said, you're far away from that shore. Because if you could see it, you would fix it, but you don't see it. And one day you realize that you've drifted so far away from that person you really are that you feel disconnected and lost. And on this video, I'm going to share with you 5 signs that you are drifting. Sign number 1 is you've stopped getting excited about activities and things that used to get you excited. Not because they've changed. Something inside you has just gone really quiet. And this is a big sign. This is a sign of you're kind of losing that old person who would have got excited about what you're doing. Maybe it's a holiday. Maybe it's a hobby. Maybe it's something within your work or your business. But you no longer feel that excitement. In fact, you feel empty. So that's sign number 1. Sign number 2, you will say you are fine, even though you're not fine. But you keep saying it because you want to tell yourself that you're fine and you've got to be this strong pillar. And now you just say automatically, even when you're feeling down, you just tell everybody you're fine because it's become a new habit. Yeah, even though you're not fine, but you tell everybody you're fine and you are hiding behind that message that you are fine. Sign number 3, you don't like being alone with your own thoughts. And this is something which I would have personally suffered in the past, is when I'm on my own, in my own thoughts, I get to realize that I've got an issue. And it's easy to put a front out there. Yeah, it's easy to put a front of everything's fine, he's got it all together, he's this business leader. But the reality of everyone's situation is how they think when they're alone. Yeah, what is their belief system when they're alone? What are they thinking? What is this talking about? And because we've like to avoid it, that we're actually drifting and we don't even know about it, the thought of being on our own scares the living daylights out of us. So we like to keep ourselves busy. Yeah, we always like to be working. We like to paint over the cracks. If we're on our own in our home, we just play on social media because we don't want to be alone in our own thoughts. So that is sign number 3. Sign number 4, you've achieved something that you used to want really badly. And you've done it. You have finally done it. Yet you feel empty. No reason to celebrate. No reason to be proud of yourself. No reason to think, wow, I did well there. You just feel empty. You feel miserable. And this is supposed to be one of the best achievements of your life, but it doesn't feel like it. And you're keeping yourself busy. You're already on to the next achievement. You're not patting yourself on the back. You're not taking any recognition on board. You just feel fed up. Sign number 5, you can't remember the last time you did something because you actually wanted to do something. Not because you wanted to move your business or career forward. You actually wanted to do something so you could achieve something. And if you go back to my previous video, I talk about a kickboxing tournament. Yeah, and this is when I woke up. That was the first time in a long time I did something because I wanted to do something, not because I was pushing to do something or to take my business to the next level. So that is sign number 5, doing something. Can't remember the last time you did something because you wanted to do it. Each one of these signs are very small, but collectively they add up, and this is what contributes towards the drift. And as I said, it is very invisible, and most men don't realize they've been drifting not just for months, but for absolute years. And it's important that you diagnose what has actually gone on. And you might call yourself tired or burnt out. See, I don't call myself tired or burnt out. Burnt out means I take a rest and I come back, where no matter how much rest I get, when I do certain things, all these feelings, which I've just talked about, all these signs still come to surface. And until we recognize the signs and identify them, things ain't going to change. But however, there is light at the end of the tunnel. When you do recognize these signs and you do say, you know what, I have drifted from life. I have drifted from who I used to be. I have drifted from being that excitable person. Yeah. When you recognize them, that is when you can move forward. Always remember, noticing isn't the same as fixing it. But if you don't notice it, you can't fix it at all. But when you do notice it, it's so important that you fix it so you can progress to live your best life and find out who the real best you really is and find your true identity and get yourself back. So if something resonated with you on this video, maybe one of the 5 signs you've suffered yourself or you're suffering right now, please make a comment in the comment box. I answer every single one. Or if you can add, maybe you can think of some more signs that males are drifting in life and what you've experienced. Also add them to the comment box too. I'm Scott Watson. I hope you've enjoyed the drift and I will see you on the next video.